It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Today we're covering a dangerous team called the Legendary One Shot. So, similar to a scam team that you don't plan on surviving, you don't plan on living out the battle, you just plan on dealing the most damage possible. We're running speed on Caramel Arrow, cooldowns on Sea Fairy, cooldowns on Espresso, almonds on Frost Queen, and cooldowns on Black Pearl. We are running the insignia, the robes, and the scroll, and I'm honestly going to say that if you don't have them at all level 12, it's probably going to be a pretty tough run for this team overall. So, let's take it in and show you what's going on. So this is one of the meta teams using double tanks with Financier and Wildberry, and shields from Eclair. And we are just running in with our skills, hitting as hard as possible, blasting a punch against the enemy team, and as you can see, their health bar fades pretty quickly. Now they do have a monocle to try and pull their team back against the damage itself. And as you can see, we still persist through. And then it's pretty crit RNG, to be honest, in most cases. That's why it is helpful that we have the insignia. And as you can see, that came down pretty close. There was a couple times where I did this and I did win it. So it is going to be very critical RNG based. Now, if we go take it against some other teams in the arena that are not running the monocle, we probably stand a little bit of a better chance. So let's go ahead and do that. The insignia is our main healing tool to keep our team running. Obviously, it's not a guarantee, and it's not perfect, as it's not the same as a healer like Cream Unicorn or anything like that. But as you can see, the overall damage it's just exerting is absolutely massive. So their team is just completely burning down from the beginning because of the overall setup. And the good thing is that Black Pearl teleports, so we're able to just push through anyway because we have someone who can kind of dodge and weave in. So let's look at the statistics. So really, of course, Caramel Arrow, as most teams are, is carrying the majority of the damage. But everyone else is playing their part between the stuns, the interrupts, the freeze, and the healing reductions. All that's becoming very, very important in how we're fighting against the enemy teams. So here's another double tank. This time instead of monocle, they have a feather, which could be their favor, but let's give it a test out. They do not have Eclair, instead they have Caviar. And once again, just all that damage piling inward against the enemy team. And since we didn't lose Sea Fairy and Espresso at the same time, now we do have the ability to have Espresso activate once more. And this time we lose our Caramel Arrow because of the defense down coming through from Caviar. And it's a hard chance that we'll actually take this battle because of the healing that they've got going on. That feather seemed to have really worked pretty well against our team, as well as Caviar. So it did not handle against the current super meta team, which is Caviar instead of Eclair. That did make a difference. But let's keep going on. Let's see what we can beat. So we know we can take that team with the Pure Vanilla because that's a lower ranked team. Here we go. Nope. Too low of treasures. Not a fair comparison. That's a speed build. Let's give it a shot. See what we do against the speed double tanks. Any single tanks you should be able to absolutely wreck. But we are trying to get some double tanks too, as that is currently quite a lot of the meta. Yet again, their health bar just melting away because of all the damage that we're able to exert. If you can hit hard enough, then you might actually be able to take them out within the first rotation. Really just depends. But as you can see, boom, taken out. Double tank team, absolutely removed. So it's a fun build. It's a very dangerous one. Absolutely super dangerous. You're not going to guarantee yourself the wins. It's kind of like a T-Night team in that sense, that you're just pushing through with as much exertion of damage as possible. And it's using all three legendaries. So it's an interesting, it's a unique team. It's not a perfect one, but it's pretty fun. And if you can max out the levels of all these cookies and get them ascended, you're going to do some whopping damage. I mean, consider this. Yes, I have the labs. Yes, we have the treasures. Yes, we have the toppings. Those do make a difference. If we had our cookies ascended at the same level ascensions that the other cookies were fighting against, we probably would be taking their teams out within the first rotation. You got to think, Black Pearl being ascended and promoted 6 more times, having Frost Queen promoted like 4 more times, Sea Fairy promoted 2 more times. That's a lot more damage coming at the enemy team. Absolutely a lot more damage. But they're legendary, so they're hard to promote like that. And we don't even have max ascensions on Espresso or Caramel Arrow, so therefore we still are missing out on maximum damage from them. So it can only go higher from here. But it's a very fun team, very interesting. I'd love to see in the comments what you think of the team. Is it something that you can even run, since it's pretty hard to get your hands on all 3 legendaries, especially if you're newer? But either way, super fun build. And as you can see, 1.8 million power, pretty strong on its own. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful day.